Hi, Cam or Rory. I'm not sure who's going to see this. My name's Amanda, and I just first wanted to say that I am so ecstatic that there is a woman in this industry. That happens so rarely in any industry, honestly, in any of the contracting industries. So I just wanted to start out by saying that. But my name is Amanda, and I happened to come across your Facebook page today for Olympic, and I went ahead and did a deep analysis on the entire business, but your overall internet presence, exactly what's going on with how much you're being seen, your performance, just everything. So I've got a ton of information that is or should be incredibly valuable to you. So I'm just going to jump right in here. So all right, when your future customers are searching for your service, inevitably anybody looking for a product or service picks up their phone, gets on their tablet, or gets on their computer, right? And they're going to go directly to Google. So when your future customers are searching for your service in particular, they're going to enter into Google something, along the lines of plumber Olympia, plumbing, whatever the case may be. Now, the first thing that's shown up on the search results when they come back is this section right here. And this section is called the Google Map Pack. This is where all of the local listings are placed. Now, you guys clearly are dominating the top position. We, of course, want businesses to be in one of these three because that's all that's shown. Not much needs to be said about anything you guys have going on with your Google business page. Great job. I mean, that amount of reviews and at that high of a level is just, I mean, it's phenomenal. That's absolutely incredible. So, not much needs to be said about your Google business page. You guys are implementing and have everything going for the business page. I'm not sure why this is taking so long to load. Sorry about that. So again, here's your business page. It's doing so well. I think you're beating your competitors out by a landslide, and I don't think that there's much to worry about at all when it comes to your Google business page. Now, 30% of all of your Google traffic is going to come from this section here, which is that map pack. Now, what's even more important, because you guessed it, this is where 70% of your business is going to come from, is this section down here. This is called the organics. This is where all of the websites are listed. Now, what I went ahead and determined was John's is your number one competitor. So what I went ahead and did next was I pulled your website, I pulled their website, and then I pulled some performance. So let me just explain to you how this works. All right, so obviously here's your website. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the color scheme. I just am head over heels for your website. I love the contrast. It's so aesthetically pleasing. Just kudos and hats off to the creator. Now, with that being said, let me explain to you what Google does. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Google constantly crawls the internet with a bot. What that bot does is it scans all of for two very important things. Number one, they're looking for command content. What that is every single word that is on your homepage. Google wants to see 1,500 words of command content, and I did run the numbers on your guys' site. You're running about 623, so we definitely want to double that at least. More importantly, what they want to see embedded within that content is what's called organic keywords. What that means is these are phrases that people are entering into Google. What Google does is they take the search terms that are being entered, they then scan the internet. When they see, oh, okay, well, this person's searching for, X, Y, and Z, and that automatically pops up on your website, then they know to match up the person searching and Olympic, right? So, again, the content is a little low on your guys' site. You do have some of those keyword search phrases going on. And I'll kind of explain to you just a little bit more in depth here in just a second. Now, here is your number one competitor. This is John's. They've got a nicely done site as well. Now, the thing that I will explain to you that is so important that is being done really well here is that they have got an extensive, additional amount of those organic keyword phrases that I was talking to you about. Um, but their keyword phrases are also buyer intent keyword phrases, right? So what we don't want is to be ranking or, coming up in search results for uh, colors of, something, or just looky-loos essentially is what I'm trying to get at here, right? We want people with buyer intent. We want the people that are getting online and they are, targeting one of your service areas for a service that you offer. Now, to make more sense, let me show you something here. So, or actually, let's table that thought on the buyer intent keywords just for a second. So, what this is this is my Google web crawler program. This gives us live data from Google on your current performance and everything that's going on with your site. Now, first thing here is your UR. That is your trust factor rating that's signed by Google. This DR is your power factor rating. These two numbers right here are determined by this box. Now, what a backlink is essentially a shout out from another website to yours with a link taking the person from that site and then transferring them over to yours. The big thing with backlinks is that quality is far more important at all times than quantity ever. Now, here's those organic keyword phrases. Looks like you guys are running about 249. This is really important, and this is what I want to show you. So, again, this is on that topic of those buyer intent keywords. Now, these are the phrases that people are entering into Google, and Google is finding on your site, and they are matching you up for. So, of course, your branded name, all of the Olympics, that's perfectly normal and supposed to be. Now you've got keywords for Olympia, which is wonderful. But if I'm not mistaken, I noticed on your website that you're servicing Olympia, Thurston, King County, and all of these surrounding areas. So with that being said, we don't want to just target for, here we go. So Thurston, Lewis, Mason, so on and so forth. So what we don't want to do is just target the one single area that you're located in, because we're missing out on all of that traffic and that audience in all of the surrounding areas that you still service. So again, with your keywords over here, it's primarily just Olympia and then Olympic for your name, right? Now, if we travel further to see what else, it is that you're being found for, here's where we come to a bit of a problem. So eggshells down the garbage disposal, what not to put in the garbage disposal, so on and so forth. Eggshells in the disposal. Now, this is really important information, and it's great, that it's embedded within your site, but these are not the words that we want to be ranking for, right? The additional content is really important in the credibility and the value of your site, but these are not the terms that we want to be ranking for. Again, we want those buyer intent keywords. So, plumbing contractor in Olympia, emergency plumbing in Olympia, plumbing services in Olympia, Thurston, King, all of these keyword phrases, however, targeting all of your service areas as well. This is very limiting to your business and your site to only be just targeting Olympia and then a bunch of stuff that is not going to, this is not going to bring a buyer to your business, right? Eggshells in the garbage disposal. If I get on Google and I'm searching for that, I don't have the buyer intent to call your company and get you out to my home. So that's why it's really critical that the keywords that you're ranking and that you're targeting for have the massive buyer intent to back them up. All right, so then same web crawler program, what I went ahead and did was I pulled John's information as well so that we could kind of see what they've got going on. Now, again, trust factor rating, power factor rating, those backlinks, shout outs. Now they are running roughly 1,200 of those organic keyword phrases that I was telling you about. This is substantially higher than you guys, sorry, I should have had this pulled up. Pretty significantly higher than what you guys are currently running. So it's incredibly important to be pulling for as many keywords as we can, but again, with that buyer intent to back it up. Um, so you guys are at 249 and they're at 1200. So you can see the major difference, right? Also, they're targeting more a higher frequency of buyer intent keywords, and they are just those random looky-loo words. Now, with everything considered, as far as what they've got going on, they've had a major spike and hike. They are doing very well. Their keywords are doing very well, and with everything considered, with what they've got going on, they've got an organic traffic rating of 725. Now, what does that mean? That means 725 people every single month are getting online. They're searching for the exact same services that you guys offer in all of the service areas that you guys offer. What's happening is 725 people are seeing them higher ranked. So what they're doing is they're selecting their website, contacting them, getting additional information, scheduling, retaining their services, whatever the case may be. The bottom line here is that's a ton of traffic to be missing out on. The good news is there is I don't want that number to, sway you by any means, because the fact of the matter here is that there is so much opportunity for Olympic to climb the ranks, implement the really important factors that need to be included here, and I don't foresee any reason at all on this planet why you couldn't absolutely knock them out of their rank and foretake all of that traffic. I did want to point out one other thing to you guys here. So it looks like you guys started on a downward trend. Things were getting, you were losing even more traffic. You took a massive, massive dip here mid-June, and then it's just been, unfortunately, a forward progression downhill. So, again, this is not a bad. This is actually a great thing because there's so much opportunity to turn this around, right? So, yeah, you know what? I know I just dropped a ton of information on you. I totally get it. I hope, though, that it was valuable to you. I hope that this streamlines, and explains the process of, how important, but also the inner workings of your online presence and your Google exposure. So one more time, I appreciate your time. I thank you for taking a look at the video and following along with me. And I certainly would love for you to reach back out to me. And yeah, I hope you're having a great evening, and I hope to talk to you soon.